Welcome back, and we are in the semifinal match between Simic Food and Naya Humans. Naya Humans is from 2012, Simic Food is from 2019. Simic Food was the Oko deck during Okotober. They also called it Elktober. This deck may be one of the strongest decks we've seen in a long time, but it was when the standard pool of cards was smallest because it was post-rotation. But Throne of Eldraine just brought in some really ridiculous cards, such as Once Upon a Time and Oko, with which both eventually got banned. The Naya Humans deck is almost all creatures.
Four bonfires
Four bonfires.
Creatures.
Yeah, four miracle spells, and the rest is all creatures. Simic Food has been very dominant. It won last year's tournament, and if it wins this year's tournament, we're going to retire it to the Hall of Fame. But it needs a little bit of time to set up. We think, it has weaknesses like any Magic deck, and we're not sure how this is going to go. Simic Food is definitely the favorite. This is the first time we've ever run the Naya Humans deck, and it was not on my radar as a great deck, because back then in 2012, there was Delver and there was Infect. So I have a 12, you have a 3, I'll go first.
Yeah, okay, I'll keep this.
All right, I'm going to keep. I'm going to go Forest into Goose and say go.
Thicket. Into, I guess a bird of my own.
Play an island. And a druid. Pass turn.
Cavern of Souls, aiming human. Yeah. Avacyn's Pilgrim. And another bird.
Wow, okay, there's the ramp. There's the super ramp.
Both our decks are ramping up pretty hardcore here.
Yeah, it's a ramp game. I'm going to play a breeding pool. And a goose. And pass turn.
Monk. It's going to be a 6/6.
It's good enough that it's huge. It's funny, you get the flyers too.
Mm-hmm. And it's your go.
End step, I will tap these and a goose to make another food.
Okay.
We'll burn one of these to make mana. I'm going to play Mass Manipulation to steal your monk.
Thought it might happen.
Okay, so that is a 4/4 right now. And I'll pass the turn. So the ever-present threat is if he just top decks the miracle spell, I lose all my creatures.
Oh, sorry, I'll play Gavany Township, actually.
Oh no, we got the township.
And I'm not using it quite yet, that might be a mistake. I'll play Huntmaster.
Got the Huntmaster.
I get a wolf. And gain 2, and then I'll hit you in the air with the spears.
I'll block one with a goose.
Yeah.
Go to 19. I'll play Wicked Wolf to fight the Huntmaster.
Yeah.
And I don't even need to sack a food. My monk is now a 5/5. You have no way to kill it, so I will attack you with it.
Take the damage for now.
Okay. And the Wicked Wolf can survive a bonfire attack, which is nice.
Play another Huntmaster.
Another one. This is going to be combat math game. Strangleroot.
Yep.
Wow, your township is going to be so much value. That's wild.
A real problem for you, yeah.
That's wild. I need a Nissa soon to start generating more creatures, or I'm not going to be able to keep up with you. End step, I will make another food. So I will attack with the monk.
I'll block with the guys.
Okay. And he comes back, and then, well, I'm going to play Oko. And I don't like the idea of you killing off my geese. So I'm going to turn your Huntmaster into an elk.
Yeah.
Then I will be done.
I will play an Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Okay.
And hit you with the spirits.
You're attacking me or Oko?
I'm going to. Well, that's a good question, actually. I'll attack Oko.
I'm gonna bounce one of your spirits.
Okay.
Controversial decision here. I'm gonna play the borrower and block the other spirit.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this guy into an elk,
Yeah.
and I'll pass turn.
End step. I'll flash and resto Angel.
Ah, the resto.
So he's
Okay.
gonna fucker my hat. Did you want to attack me actually?
Um, I decided not to.
I mean, there's almost no reason not to with the monk though, right? But I don't know. Maybe if you want him as a blocker. I guess there's a reason not to, but
It's a 6/6. No, I decided not to.
yeah. So I mean, kind of
So
pointless.
who are you blinking?
Okay.
Blinking.
The Hunt Master. So I'll come back as a Hunt Master
And you
and
got
make a
another
wolf
wolf.
and
Okay.
gain me 2 life.
All right. This is a crazy game.
Razorbush Thicket. Activate Township.
I can only steal creatures with power 3 or less. So maybe I lost my chance to do that. We'll see.
For now, actually, I'll just
You're deciding whether to
on my
attack.
stream. I'm doing for pro plays since I had time to look it over. I'm going to do a slight take back on my
Okay.
turn.
Okay.
It's just that in place of the Avacyn's Pilgrim tapping for mana, I'm going to have a Birds of Paradise tap for mana. Okay, I'm going to attack Oko with everything except for the birds that's untapped, and Huntmaster of the Fells is also not going to attack. I'll just move these up.
Yeah.
They're attacking, and then with the exception of the birds that's back here, everything else is
Okay.
attacking.
Yeah, that helps. Okay.
And for pro plays on your side, so we want best deck to win. So I'll just give you 2 pieces of advice to remember.
Well.
One is that I think Huntmaster does flip on your upkeep, and it's also important for you to remember that what damage guys takes will obviously stay to the end of the turn. So if you lose guys and he gets smaller,
Right.
depending on what the guys blocked, it's possible for the guys to die.
Yeah, and I can make food after blocking.
Yeah, to make the wolf indestructible.
Yeah, I mean, keeping Oko just lets me make an elk.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically, do I want to lose a whole bunch of creatures so that I can get 1/3/3, or do I just let Oko go?
Well, I assume wolf is blocking, elk's blocking wolf, and wolf is blocking geist, regardless of what scenario we do it.
Yeah, I think I want to do this. I want to go.
The one in back.
These 4 get blocked here, so then there's 5 getting through to Oko.
I still kill Oko actually because I did 2.
Oh, because you're gonna do. Well, in that case, then there's no point in losing this other goose, which means that I can block this guy instead.
Yeah, I think that was original best. This is just letting Oko die blocks.
Yeah.
You're not blocking the angel
So
either,
I don't
are you?
need to block the angel either.
Yeah. You make 2 foods. You sack one of the wolf.
I have 1 food.
I lose 2 wolves and a geist, and you lose your elk.
Yeah, it's all about that
Oko
flipping. That flipping during the upkeep that screws it up for me.
Yeah, well,
that'll just take out Oko. Okay, so Oko dies, and this elk dies.
Yeah.
And
I lose
your wolf and your geist die, and your
I
other
lose
wolf.
geist and 2 wolves, I think.
That's right. And then
so it's your turn, and on upkeep, I'll get Ravager and kill a goose.
all right, kill a goose. Or so on upkeep, then I can make another food if I want to.
Yeah, you can make a food, but that would be before draw. So untap, wolf's untap 2. Upkeep, I flip.
Yeah, I'll make a food.
2 to you, 2 to a goose. You're gonna make it with the goose I target. I take it.
Right. Then that guy's gonna die.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay. So I play breeding pool. You hit me for 2 with the wolf also with the
Yeah.
Ravager.
So you take 2.
And then I also take 2 from the breeding pool.
Still same
Right.
story. If I top deck Bonfire, you're in trouble. But then in the current board state, if you top deck Nissa or something, I'm in trouble.
I did, but I don't know if I don't know if
Mm.
I can protect her. So I'll untap. I have no cards in hand, so I'll just untap this forest and make it into a 3/3. Yeah, so I'll attack with the monk. This game is pretty wild. Oh boy.
Blade Splicer.
Oh boy. More guys.
Oh, dude, Township. Angel's big girl.
I have a 6/6, potentially 7/7 Wicked Wolf.
I'm just gonna hit Nissa with birds and Angel.
Wish I could make my wolf fly.
I
All right.
believe I can just imagine this wolf soaring. Will Smith flying.
So one bird will get through, knock Nissa down to 4, and
Gonna make a food with your
yeah,
forest.
yeah. I'll block with the other goose and make a food. Okay, so I just think about Castle Vantris, but I tap.
Oh yeah, on upkeep.
But
I mean,
I
it's
guess if I don't
it's
like
weird
this,
because you can't do. Well, no, you have Nissa, so you can do some stuff
Yeah.
if you've interest.
yeah. I mean, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana.
Well, if you Vantress, oh right, because everything taps for like double too.
Mm-hmm.
Although, yeah, you tap 2 breeding pools to tap.
I think I got to do it
Vantress.
now because she's gonna die. She's gonna be dead soon. So, if I draw a land, I'm gonna be so sad, right? So I got to get something good. Okay,
2,
so
4, 6.
during my upkeep, I will scry 2.
That's interesting. If you had mass manipulation, you couldn't quite do it. That would suck.
All right, I'm gonna leave them both on top. Pick one of them, leave the other one down there when I draw. Move to my main phase.
Not using one of the tapped lands.
Correct. This could be really funny the way this. Moving to combat. I have a 5/5 monk. You have a 6/6 ravager. I'm gonna pass turn.
Meh. I, I actually don't think the game's winnable for you anymore. I mean, I didn't get a bonfire or anything, but this is a little rough, man. Like, it's another Blade Splicer coming in.
All right. Are you also using township?
Yeah, I'm gonna use Township too.
So you have enough mana to do both, huh?
Resto Angel is gonna go for Nissa, and I'll go face with all the other guys.
So 20 to face.
Yeah, so the birds is coming into face like automatically, which I assume you probably are not going to do anything about. Yeah, it's 20 to face. 7 of it's trample.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, obviously I'm going to survive this attack, but next attack, you have a whole bunch of guys who are all going to get bigger again. I mean, it's impossible to survive that.
If you have any townships, there's a mean card, and it's a problem for you. The birds of paradise are going to be 4/5s at that point, and the pilgrims are going to be 5/5s.
I know, right? There's no way.
Well, you know what's on top of your deck, so you know whether you can pull out of this or not. I mean,
I don't think I can. Let me consider an alternate scenario here. Maybe that's my out. Is Brazen Borrower? Well, hold on. So the only one attacking this is the angel.
yeah, the angel.
So I have a Once Upon a Time in my hand, and if I luck into a Brazen Borrower, I mean, I've already played one. There's only one in the deck, so there's a 1 in 44.
Yeah, it's like a 1 in 9 odds.
Well,
It's pretty low.
I guess I see 5 cards. Yeah, so 1 in 9 odds. That's pretty good, actually. Then
you might as well do it. Actually, you block and then you after blocks. If you're blocking with one of the elementals, you go for
Well,
you look.
here's the problem. So on the top of my deck is Mass Manipulation.
Oh well, then you auto lose it then.
I
So
know,
you can't.
but
So there's no way for there's no way you can get it if
but
you
mass
look for the
mass
borrower.
manipulation doesn't do me anything other than steal a big tapped creature. I mean, it doesn't keep me alive.
Yeah, no. Without Nissa, mass manipulation does nothing. I'm saying if Nissa was around and you have full land untaps, then mass manipulation takes like 4 guys or something like that, and it's
So
oh,
the Vantress play.
it was on top of the deck.
Yeah, so the Vantress play
Oh, that's unfortunate.
lost me the game. But you know how could I have known that was right on top? And then now once I used those, then I couldn't play at that turn because I didn't have enough blue. I have to give up on the mass manipulation play. Oh man, I wish I hadn't Castle Vantress. It would have been so sweet. I'm gonna block.
Posterity.
I'm gonna block
The
like
wolf blocks the golem, and you sack a food, right? That's concrete.
yeah. So we'll sack this food to tap this guy, and make him bigger.
Yeah, and golem's gonna die. You take
Then-
3 from the birds of paradise, I think.
Well,
right?
I will,
There's
but,
no scenario.
but I'm gonna once upon a time, and that's funny. Nope, I lose.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think almost no matter what. So, I mean, you survived this turn somehow, but you. Yeah, okay.
Okay, just to recap, we spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out if there was if there was some out, and we decided that because I had activated Castle Vantress, I lost my chance of top decking mass manipulation, which would have happened, but I didn't know that, and then
One of.
and even if I had mass manipulation, stolen a bunch of creatures, it might have bought me a
Maybe
couple
could've won.
turns, but you were still.
You would have had. You would have been interesting. You would have had big flying angel. You maybe could have won off it. I don't know. I mean,
I could have maybe won off the angel in that scenario, but you also can still go wide on me.
yeah, I have
you
a
had
lot of
more
guys on the
pushes
ground
than me.
still.
So, I guess I didn't think it through enough at the beginning of the turn to know that mass manipulation was my only out. Once I had tapped that blue mana, mass manipulation was no longer in play, so it wasn't even worth drawing in my hand. And then we tried to think if there were any other possible outs. We couldn't see any, so I conceded. So that was game 1.
You're going first.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. We're on a different day here doing game 2. I think I've gotten the audio problem fixed. All right, I will keep. I will. Once upon a time.
That's a busted card.
I'll take the land. And I'll play forest. Goose. Food. Your turn.
Hey, forest and pass turn.
Pass turn.
Do you have any township? Go ahead.
I'm going to spend this food. And I'm going to attack you for 6.
Ouch.
Simic food goes aggro. Your turn.
Plains. Blade Splicer. And pass turn to you.
I'll attack just with the questing beast.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Mountain. Pass.
So end step, try and bounce the golem.
Golem gets bounced.
Yeah.
And I pass turn to you.
And then you pass turn to me. And then I make a food on the end step.
Yep. You need to tap an island for that too, I think.
Yeah. And then draw for turn. Play the island. Attack with the questing beast.
No blocks, I'll take damage.
Okay, so you go to 6. And pass turn.
End step, Presto Angel.
To make a golem.
Yep.
Okay.
My turn. Boop. That's interesting. Play another Blade Splicer. And then I'll pass turn to you.
Alright, end step. I'm just going to put this guy into play end step.
Yep.
And
Make food.
make another food. Wicked Wolf, sacking of food to hit the angel.
Okay, that's a problem. So the wolf was tapped to 4/4 and was dead.
I'll attack with the borrower and the questing beast. Oh wait, and maybe I don't have craft them. Okay. Borrower and questing beast.
Are you sure you want to attack with Questing Beast? I mean, I just
Yes.
double block him, right?
Yes.
Okay. He dies, and nothing happens, right?
Are you double blocking him?
I have 2/3/3 first strikes, remember.
I have a borrower in hand.
Oh, yeah, I am double blocking him.
Yeah. So I'll bounce one of the
You do it.
golems.
That sucks. I think I'm dead. Unless,
And then pass turn.
leaving the heart of the cards, do I have it?
You had a really slow hand this game.
Yeah, I mean, I kept a really slow hand. What are you going to do? Play birds. Cavern of Souls. Naming humans.
Okay.
Activate Township.
I'll attack with all 4. The questing
Okay.
beast can't
Yeah.
be blocked. The borrower gets blocked by the
I
bird.
have to take the Paradise Druid and block everything else to not die. Right? Like, I'll lose everything.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty dead here. I take 4.
Yeah. Pass turn.
Oop.
Yeah.
I got a slow hand.
All right.
It was playable, but it was slow. So what are you going to do?
Game 3.
I mulligan that. I think. Yeah. Damn, son. It's getting like unkeepable hands. Okay.
I'm still thinking about mine here.
I'll keep this hand. I'm about to play game 2 poorly, just in terms of mulligan decisions. I mean, I usually don't. I don't know. It was a slow hand, but it was playable. Like I had the lands and the colors and stuff, so I said I don't want to mulligan this into something unplayable.
I'll keep.
Okay. Razorbird's Thicket. Go.
Once upon a time.
It's like any hand keepable, practically.
Let's grab a forest. And pass turn.
Thalia. Go.
Ooh. We talked about how I didn't think Talia would matter too much in this game. I think I was wrong. Oh, man. Your turn.
Coming in.
18.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm glad you don't have any plays. That's exciting. I'll play Once Upon a Time for 3 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab Fabled Passage. I'll use it, and you can take your turn.
Copperline Gorge. EDB's tapped, I believe. I'll hit you for 2.
Okay. 1, 2.
Your turn.
Wow, you're really not playing that many spells. That's interesting. I'll play Wicked Wolf. Attack Thalia.
Yeah, she does.
Pass turn.
I'll play Township and just pass, I guess.
What in the world? Well, you're not getting your characteristic Swarm hand. Play Nissa.
Oh boy.
Untap this guy. I'm just going to use it on Paradise Druid. Oh, I can use it after combat. But I'm not going to attack.
Under the Vigilance, but...
And I'm not going to attack with the wolf either. Your turn. Don't want to run into a Resto Angel.
Did somebody say Resto Angel? Yeah, I was baiting you. You saw through it. Alright. That's on instep. Well, I'll play Avacyn's Pilgrim. Pass turn to you.
3 mana. Play Oko.
Yeah.
Untap this one.
This is at 7. I think you got this.
Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play a 6/6 Hydroid Krasis.
Okay.
So I'll draw 3 and gain 3 life.
Okay.
Let's do this. Play that. Yeah, I'm just gonna +1 Oko
Yeah.
and turn one of these into a 6/6.
Yeah, I think I'm dead. We'll find out though. Play Razor Diverge Thicket. Monk.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be your turn.
The Simic food deck really didn't want to go down game 3. Let me tell you, it is just providing.
What my deck was not doing. Like, this deck ran properly. Red, white, green turn. What do you have now? The mass manipulation or something?
5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
So I can take your angel and your monk.
Yeah, okay, I'm dead, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Geez, the monk is huge on your side too.
Yeah. And then, and then I attack. I guess I untap this breeding pool.
Like, the only out is if I have a bonfire and you don't have a counterspell in hand.
If
But
you
yeah,
top deck bonfire, that could be amazing.
well, yeah, I wipe your field basically.
So actually, maybe I should make a food. Since you
might as
don't
well
have
be
any
aggressive.
blockers
I
for
mean,
these 3/3s.
breeding
Yeah.
pool is a 3/3.
Yeah, I think I need to make a food so Wicked Wolf will survive. If so, I'll make 3/3s. Instead of 6/6s. These all have vigilance still, right?
Yeah, and like haste too, I think. Or
Um,
well, they can attack anyways.
so yeah, and I made a food. Everything on the
6/6.
top row there.
I mean, I'll block the Krasis so I don't die. And then I'll take 15.
Top deck bonfire.
Yep, it's what it would have to be. I don't think it's gonna happen. It does happen.
Oh wow, exciting! Very exciting. Okay,
Okay,
so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 6 damage to everything you control.
I'll
And I
sack the
gotta figure
food.
out who I'm gonna hit with this thing. I think oh, you're sacking a food to Wicked Wolf, right?
Mm-hmm. And these all go.
I think I have to hit Nissa here. I think that's the play, strangely enough. It might be a play.
Wow, that was a huge, huge
Well, I mean, this
moment.
deck's been doing kind of badly for a little bit these last 2 games.
That's amazing. You got so many cards with that.
Well, I killed 2 of my own cards, though, too.
So Nissa goes to 1.
And then I'll swing at her with the spirit and color. Yeah.
Well, you're at 5. So, but I just make a food and win.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. And then you make a 3/3 next turn. You make a 6/6, and then I have to block it, and I got on to 1. I mean, it's going to be super awkward.
But I can make a 6/6, or I can make a. Oh, that's interesting. If I make a 6/6, doesn't have trample. Right, so you go down to 1. So that's how you get another turn.
Yeah, go ahead. I still probably lose. I need to have like double bonfires on top or something like that. Or do you make another food in case I have another bonfire or something like that? I mean, it's just nuts.
Yeah, I think that's the play. I mean, I think I just keep making food. Oh, you know what I can do? No, here's what I do. I get a food from my goose, and then I make a 6/6. Yeah, that does it, right? There's a bunch of ways. I could also give you a food to steal your spirit.
You switch the spirit with the food.
Right.
Then you make another food with Oko,
right.
And then you kill me.
Or yeah.
And then you kill me.
Or I make a 6/6 and a wolf with a food out.
Oh yeah, and then you have a 5/5 wolf. Yeah.
There's 2 different ways to kill you here.
I did have another bonfire on top.
What?
But wow.
Yeah.
Well, the deck was underperforming for so game two. I'll go over this. Like game two, maybe I shouldn't have kept, but I keep bad hands even if they're playable. Game two was like for me, opening hand was like Forest, Plains, Mountain, Cavern of Souls, Blade Splicer, Borderland Ranger, Resto Angel. So it was a slow hand, but it was playable in terms of like I have all the colors I need, I have cards I can play, I have enough lands. Second hand was even less keepable. I mulled down to 5 with like it was just had like it had Thalia, it had like 3 lands and like a Resto Angel, I think, and I just had to keep because I had 3 lands.
I had a one
Yeah.
land hand, but with 2 Once Upon a Time, so basically a 3 land hand. But when you played Talia, you locked me out of my second Once Upon a Time. And the most
Mhm.
important thing that happened was that I top decked a Paradise Druid, so that I
You
had a
could
turn
play
2
it.
play. I mean, it sounds like a not a very exciting play, but like, man, if I hadn't had that Paradise Druid, I didn't have any other lands.
You kept a 1 lander.
Again, we
It was
say
good.
this a lot. The result was as expected, but the way the result happened was not as expected.
Yeah, well, I mean, after game one, I think this wasn't the expected result, but like, not humans.
So the final will be Shrine Red from 2011 against Simic Food from 2019. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and see you for the final.